At the same time, a rise started of the present Muslim Ummah. After the First World War, that was the lowest ebb. The great Ottoman Empire vanished, and the great kingdom, one historian has written, it will go down in history that the great empire built by Omar the Great was torn into pieces by a British colonel, Lawrence. He instigated the Arabs to stand in revolt against the Turks. Otherwise, great Ottoman Empire was still, although it was the sick man of Europe, but it was till that day very strong for the Europeans. Had not been there the Arab revolt, the Ottoman Empire would not have vanished from the map of the world. One colonel, and he brought about that miracle. So actually, at that moment, I recall a hadith the Prophet said once, "Yushiku an tada alaykum al-umam." A time will come, I fear, when the nations of the world will invite each other on you. Just as a person who has prepared a feast after, putting the meals on the table, he invites people to come. In the same way, nations of the world will call each other on. The Sahaba were astonished. And they asked, Amin qillatin nahnu yawmaidin ya Rasulullah. O Prophet of Allah, in that time we shall be reduced very much in numbers, that this fate may come to us. He said, no. Bal antum yawmaidin kaseer. You will be great in numbers. As we boast, we are more than 1 billion today. Walakinna feekum wahnun. A disease will appear in you, spread in you. It is called wahn. Wow, hard move. Then he was asked, Mal wahnu ya Rasulullah. And he replied, Hubbud dunya wa karahiyatul maut. Love of this world and fear of death. And this will spread in you. This virus will eat you up from within. And you will become an easy prey for your enemies, for the nations of the world. Now, but after that time, an uprising is there, upward movement is there. All the Muslim countries, so to say, gained independence. At least halfway. Now they are not ruled directly, controlled indirectly by remote control, but not ruled directly. Then there are the movements, revivalist movements. Jamaat Islami of Indian subcontinent, Tablighi Jamaat of Indian subcontinent, two contemporary movements starting at the same time, very different from each other, rather on the opposite poles, one representing the traditional and mazhab concept of Islam, the other pursuing the revolutionary and deen aspect of Islam. But they started at the same time. Then the Al-Ikhwan in the Arab world, the same revivalist, this fervor is there.